Hello there everyone, Aiden here from Push Square. Today I wanted to talk about PS Plus. Now it's been 3 months since the whole relaunch with the introduction of Essential, Extra and Premium, and now I feel like that the dust is settled. Obviously there was a lot of hype, a lot of fervour around this new subscription service, and I just wanted to use today as an opportunity to look back at those 3 months and say whether it's all been worth it. What has Sony got right? What have they got wrong? How could they improve the entire service as a whole moving forward into the future? Now, just to give my initial overall impressions, if I were to convince someone to buy PS Plus, I would never go higher than the extra tier. I think if you're not bothered, Essential is fine as it is, you're getting a few free games, but Extra is really the biggest value for money tier. Premium has yet to convince me that it's worth it as the highest end version of this subscription. I've always thought that Sony should have split it into 2 tiers, Essential, your basic, PS Plus, and Extra going from PS1 to PS5. But no, the idea of having Premium up the top always confused me a little. Of course, there are people that are going to be really excited about playing older retro games, but I think looking at what is actually on offer, it doesn't really come up to par with the price tag that's attached to it. All of the PS3 games are streamed. That is an immediate negative in my eyes, and I know there are technical limitations as to why they can't download it, but not everyone has good internet. Then looking at the PSP, PS1, PS2, the selection is just not really there. Since the whole thing launched, Sony has added 57 games across the tiers. 9 of those are from Premium. You might think, oh, that's 3 each month, it's the same as Essential, but one of those months didn't actually add anything at all. If I was a paying customer at that Premium level, I just would not be happy with what Sony has delivered at this point. However, Extra, I feel, is a completely different story. If you were to say pick up a PS4 or a PS5 and you buy yourself a month, 6 months, a year of Extra, you have at your disposal a great selection of games. Now, of course, some big ones will be leaving at some points. Red Dead 2 has just left the service. RIP to one of the all-time greats on PS Plus. But I think even when you look at some of those top-line games, you've got Returnal, you've got Demon's Souls, you've got Deathloop just added into the mix as well. You're talking about games that would set you back a decent amount of money as is, and now you get them all for one price. And I think that is really worth the money because the games that they have been adding have been quite notable, they've been exciting, they've been varied. I mean, looking at the Ubisoft games, for example, almost every Assassin's Creed game has been added except from Odyssey and Valhalla. You're getting all of the Yakuza games added in there as well, which I know a lot of people are really excited about. There's a nice variety for a pretty nice price if you had to ask me. So I would be really curious to see the official numbers to how many people went for each tier. And I actually asked you guys which tiers you went for, and I was really surprised to see that 38% of you went for Premium, with 32 on Extra and 30 on Essential. I was not expecting it, to be honest, but what I would love to know is that for those of you that went for Premium, are you planning to stay there or will you go down? Are you happy with the games that are on offer, or would you like to see more for your money? I have to say though, I do think it's a little unfair of me to go so hard on PS Plus. It's only 3 months at this point. It took Game Pass a lot longer than 3 months to get to where it's at right now, the level of success, the level of popularity, and I think that will be much the same for PS Plus, Extra and Premium. I would love to know what this is going to look like in a year's time. Saying that though, I think Sony have done a pretty good job of getting Extra to where it is right now in terms of the level of content, the variety of the content that is coming in for those subscribers. I think being 3 months in and having some really big PlayStation hitters, a lot of big series added into it, is a really good get for Sony, and I really am excited to see what kind of games we get as we move forward. I think we're only a week away from the October announcements, at least at the time of recording, so I'll be there on the announcement day to see what's next. But of course, I really want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know down in the comments the games that you are trying out that you wouldn't have touched had it not been for PS Plus, the games that you wanted to get but maybe didn't want to spend the money on. I want to know those PS Plus games, but I also want to know whether you're going to be continuing with the service. Are you going to renew it? Are you thinking about picking it up? Are you telling your friends to get it? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, guys. If you would like to like the video, that'd be great. And if you'd subscribe to the channel, that would be even better. But either way, I'll catch you right back here on Push Square. See you later.